And that will astonish some of us because we heard, but that's just the way it is. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee. In other words, that host, just like that prophet say, Lord, open my armor bearer's eyes and let him see that is more of us than it is of them. Amen. Are you listening now? Yes. Listen now. He gives you a banner. You might not see it, but it's over your head. That's my child. Satan, you can't touch him. Can't touch a hair on their head. But it's mine. You can touch the body, but you better not touch their soul. They got a banner over. I said they got a banner over. To them that fear thee, I mean those that love his word and love him, that it may be displayed. Why will it be displayed? Because of the truth. Salah. That's it. Over out, exposed. When you have the truth in you, you walk around with the Spirit of God in your soul. Well. You have the whole armor of God. Oh, they're not hearing God this morning. Love that truth. And you shod it with the preparation of the gospel. You got on your breastplate a right helmet of salvation. Not only that, he puts a banner over your head and said, this is a child of mine. They are in the army of the Lord. See, that host can come for joy like they did when they announced his coming, or it also means they're ready for battle too. God can use anything he wants to. That they, beloved, may be delivered, saved with the right hand. But it has to be a conjunction there. And what you're supposed to do. And hear. He says here. When you hear my word, what the book say? Harden not your heart. We get all flaky with God, and all he's ever wanted was the best for us. Maybe you don't understand why you hear me pray sometimes, lead God and direct. Well, let's get a book on it. And how you're supposed to do it. Every preacher up here understands this verse, and every one of you should as well. Even every child should. Psalm 25, verse 5. It says, lead me in thy truth. In other words, all you have to do is be a willing vessel and ask him. He said, you have not because you ask not. And sometimes you ask amiss. That's why you don't get it. Not only that, I keep telling you, I teach you nothing. And teach me. For thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Oh, how much pain we wouldn't have to go through if we would just quivare, tie ourselves to God in the midst of all our confusion. Almost through. Psalm 69 and a couple more verses in Zechariah, and we'll get ready for us to go home. Psalm 69, verse 8 through 16. See, right now, you have to understand, everybody that says they are your brethren are not your brother. And I have to tell you, sometimes your family will think you an alien because you believe in God, or your friends will. But let's see what God says. See, you have to understand that this is the truth. I am become a stranger unto my brethren. Meaning, when you talk about we're not going to be raptured out of here, folks get mad at you. So they want their little security blanket. I got my little blanket. No. And an alien unto my mother's children. An alien to my mother's children. We still fighting And a lot of folks, even in the church, boy, I've heard it. Boy, you kind of Jew me down. Some of us may have said, that's the mother country. I know we've been told that Mother Africa, all of this stuff, but the mother country of everybody is Jerusalem. Oh, I know it makes some folks angry, but it's the truth anyway. That's what God coming back to. Zion. He said, I made a pact with him. For the zeal of thine house has eaten me up, and the reproach of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me. Yes, they will. You got to understand that truth. But don't let them see you sweat. Hey, when I weep and chasten my soul with fasting. Remember we talking about that over there. That was to my reproach. See, a lot of folks don't like, they think fasting so they can do this, do that, nothing wrong with it. But God say fast for joy. The joy, when you say, Lord, give me joy. Whatever I got to do today. I want to take on the worst things first, but give me joy. Yeah. If I got that joy, I can handle it then with your help. Oh, Lord. So when I start fasting and playing po me, baby, nothing happens. Look what I'm saying. He did it. I made sackcloth also my garment. And I became a proverb to them. Yeah, you just like them folks went by. Hey, come on down from there. He said, no. He had Nehemiah said, I got work to do. I can't come down from the wall. Anybody got their ears on? They that sit in the gate speaketh against me. In other words, that's where all legal things were taken together. They may have a little line on Christian folks. That's all right. A lie can't tell in the sight of God. And I was the song of the drunkards. They get a little hind chips and dog out. They crazy, man. They ought to be having one of these good beers in here. And see, I'm having a ball. And even they got sense enough to know if you ride a motorcycle, one drink, you have to get in the wreck. And sometimes folks believe that more than they do the real thing. Leave it. God say, strong drink make a mockery of you. But as for me, that's where the transition comes. But as for me, my prayer is unto thee. Do you believe that truth? Do you love that truth? Do you love God enough to pray to him just like, hey, you gossip and talk to somebody on the phone, you tell your best friend stuff you ain't got no business telling them because they can't do anything about it. But if you tell God, my prayers unto you, O Lord, in an acceptable time, means just what I need. O God, in the multitude of thy mercies, hear me. Ever asked him to do that? Have you ever read Isaiah 43? Where he says, tell me what I say. Bring it back to my memory. Let's talk about it. Now, listen what it said. Oh God, in the multitude of thy mercy, hear me. Don't you know the truth of the word said his mercies are what? Renewed daily. Do you love that truth? Because if it wasn't, every one of us be gone in here.
Every one of us.
Now, how he want God to do this? In the what? The truth of thy salvation. Underline the truth of thy salvation. Meaning, you can take his word to the bank. Not going to change. Ooh, Lord. Some of us, let me let the Lord talk to you. Please listen to this. Ask the Lord, whatever it is, Lord, I'm putting this to you. Deliver me out of the mire and let me not sink. Have you ever asked God that? Do you love that truth? Let me be delivered from them that hate me. Do you love that truth? and out of the deep waters. That's people. There's people all around me. I don't want to hurt me, but I ain't worried about it. If God be for me, this is the truth. What did he say? More than the whole world against you.
Yes, Lord.
38, you had to mark, you remember this. It says in the 21st verse, it says, forsake me not, O Lord. Oh my God, be not far from me. That's the truth. God told us, if we teach, preach, baptize in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, he said, lo, I'm what? With you, even unto the end. Not only that, just like they was walking down the Emmaus Road. You understand? He's in you. He's on you. Because you're supposed to put on Christ. You ought to love that truth. And sometimes he becomes the paraclete. He walks right beside you. Oh, Lord, I'm not through you. I'm getting a little happy here today. Come on now. Let me try to finish this thing. I didn't get so happy I never got so. I know. Let not the water flood overflow me. Now another water flood is going to happen. Satan's going to flood, and he hasn't stopped. Flood lies to you. The world coming to the end. You're no good. You never was going to be no good. And all the stuff. I mean, you can have somebody stop you in the middle of the street and just cuss you out and talk about you like a dog.
Yeah.
Just smile and say, bless you, brother. Bless your sister. And go home.
Well,
Because whatever they said, that's what they're going to get back.
that's
That's what the book says now.
happy.
Have mercy. He said, let not the lies overflow me. You know folks lying on you, don't let them see you sweat.
Amen.
Neither let the deep swallow me up. The so-called intellectuals. The so-called ones will come up to you, I'm just simply, I had somebody told me, you too spirit-filled to be a Baptist. I know if anybody been in this thing long enough, I say, I don't know what's, I'm spirit-filled because God dwells in me. It had nothing to do with what's on the door. And let not the pit shut her mouth. Don't let me go to hell. Did you know you could have asked God that? Love that truth. He just did it. I said, he just did it. Hear me, O Lord. For thy loving kindness is good. So every time somebody tells you, man, you can't have no fun. God's loving kindness is good. You won't even know what life is all about until you really come to the Lord. Now, I can't force you. The parents can't force you. But the minute you start loving that truth and letting it work in your life, you will see joy unspeakable and full of glory. Turn unto me according to the multitude of thy tender mercy. That's the truth we ought to love, church. Last one. Isaiah 26. And we're closing with 2, 3, and 4. Please listen. Please listen. It says, open ye the gates. I know if you remember anything, they talked about ain't but one gate you can go into. Glory. Open ye the gates. That's the gates of heaven. 2. That the righteous nations, which keepeth the truth, may enter in. How do any nation enter into heaven? Keep the truth. Love the truth. Goes for all of us. If you're going to keep the truth, you're not going to get in. Which keepeth the truth may enter in. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace. Because it dealt with and peace. Whose mind, whose heart is stayed on thee. because he trusteth in thee. Trust ye in the Lord forever. Love his word forever. He's already said, I got you preserved forever. So you ought to love his word forever.
Forever.
Ah, glory.